to this practice. My invitation to you right now is to just come and lie down. Come and lie down on your mat any way you feel to lie down. You might lie on your side, you might lie on your back. And as you lie down, I invite you to release the weight of your day, of anything that you've been carrying, of anything that may still need to be done. Now is not the time for it. This time is just for you. So we find ourselves now just past the first quarter moon. And this is a point of choice and forward momentum. It's like the seed has been cracked. Something has begun. And now we begin to strengthen the stem. So energetically, this phase asks us, where am I ready to lean in? Where can I grow steadily rather than forcefully? And what needs gentle strengthening? Now this can be woven into every posture as we practice tonight. We rise from the ground. We grow from stability. We choose efforts at whatever level, but never strain. So if you have your block handy, I invite you to grab that now. And this can be done without the block also, but it's nicer with it. So in this lying down position, we're just going to get our block on the flat side, so the largest area, and just bring it underneath the sacrum. And then from here, we're simply going to slide the legs away. And then we're going to bring the arms above the head. So maybe you hold on to the wrists or the hands, let the elbows open out. Maybe you extend the arms, see what feels best for you. And really slowing the breath right down, allowing your body to soften as it lengthens. And then bending the elbows, we're going to slide the arms down to the sides. And then we're going to wrap our right arm under our left arm, taking a hold of the shoulders. Now you might want to just lift the shoulders away from the mat. See if you can wrap the arms a little tighter. And as you release the shoulders back down, we can maybe trap the fingers between the shoulders and the mat. And as you breathe in, releasing the arms back overhead, coming back to the position that you started in. And again, sliding the arms down. And this time our left arm is going to wrap under our right. Again, lifting the shoulders, perhaps wrapping the arms slightly tighter. And then inhaling, releasing the arms back overhead. And then interlacing the fingers as we inhale, we're going to stretch the hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, releasing the arms down by the sides of the body. So if your legs are extended in pontoon, we're just going to bring the feet back in and come into a supported bridge pose. Now you can absolutely keep the block exactly as it is, or if you want a little bit more, you can turn it up onto the long edge. Just make sure that it's your sacrum resting on the block rather than your spine or your buttocks. And then we're going to keep our right foot exactly where it is and then cross our left ankle just above the right knee in that figure 4 position. And then uncrossing, releasing the left foot down and recrossing with the right. Crossing the legs, and as both feet come to rest on the mats, lifting the hips, moving the block out to the side. And then we're going to draw both knees in towards the chest, taking a hold of the backs of the thighs. Maybe we interlace the fingers and the forearms, slide across the thighs. We can take the knees a little bit wider, almost as if we're in happy baby pose, but without holding the feet. As we rock here from side to side, just feel that massaging throughout the lower back. Bringing the hands to the backs of the thighs. So in a moment, we're going to start to rock up and down the spine. We're going to do that a few times until we've gathered enough momentum to roll up to seated. Now you have an option. If you do want a slightly stronger practice tonight before you come to seated, you can hold boat pose for a few breaths. So just holding onto the thighs, beginning to rock up and down the spine. Coming to seated or coming to boat pose. And when you're ready, just crossing the legs. So sitting nice and tall here. Taking a moment to check in with your body. Noticing if anything feels stuck. Listening to what wants to move, and then beginning to move gently, mindfully, acknowledging the requests of your own body, not following anybody else's instructions, just your own needs. Beginning to think about transitioning to all fours if you're not already there. Just making sure that you're around the center of your mats. And for the next few moments, you can continue to move to your own rhythm, to your own needs. And beginning to breathe through cat-cow, flowing with your breath again, keeping to your own rhythm. You can move faster, you can slow it all the way down. As you next inhale, just settling back onto all fours, sliding or walking the hands forwards. We're going to thread the needle, so breathing the right arm out to the side. And then exhale, sending it through to the left, resting the shoulder and the side of the head down. As you next inhale, releasing the arm back out, placing it out in front. As you breathe the left arm out to the side, exhale, sending it through to the right. Inhaling, releasing the arm out, setting it out in front. And from here, we're simply going to melt the heart straight down towards the mat, finding Anahatasana, melting heart pose option to lower the forearms or keep the elbows lifted, depending on how you want to experience this stretch today. And lifting the head, bringing the hands in a little bit closer, knees going wide, toes together. We're going to draw back into child's pose. Now, the nice news is that child's pose is the base for our vinyasa, our flow in this practice. There is downward facing dog within it, but there's always the option to remain on all fours. But we will start from this position each time. So beginning to roll forwards, returning to all fours. Inhale, lifting the gaze, tucking the toes. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Enjoying a few breaths here, taking time perhaps to pedal the feet. And then from wherever we are, we're going to step our left foot forwards in between the hands. Drop the back knee down and release the toes. And then we're going to come up onto the knee. So we're doing this obviously on both sides. Now you have the option to hold your kneeling lunge for 3 breaths and then move into half splits for 3 breaths. Or you can choose to flow between the two for the full 6 breaths. It's entirely up to you. If you're flowing, keep it soft. Inhaling the arms up and exhaling as you draw back. Last breath. And then as we inhale, simply bending into the knee, bringing the hands to frame the foot. We're going to step the left leg back. You can either tuck the toes and come into a high plank, or you can keep the knees lowered and take a lower plank. Keeping the core nice and strong. And then dropping the knees, untucking the toes, shifting back to child's pose. Rolling forwards back to all fours. We inhale, tucking the toes, lifting the gaze. Exhale to downward facing dog. time we're bringing our right foot forwards, dropping the knee, releasing the toes, coming up into our kneeling lunge. So whatever you did on the other side, we're going to do the same here. So breathing in as you lift up, breathing out as you flow back. Last breath. And then as we inhale, bending into the knees, setting the hands down, stepping back to your version of plank. And then dropping the knees, releasing the toes, drawing the hips back, finding Balasana. Rolling forwards, inhale, tucking the toes. Exhale, down dog. And then we're going to step our left foot forward. So this time we're coming up into a warrior two. So we're going to bring that back foot down, parallel with the back of the mat, and then rise up. Both arms extending out in line with the shoulders. So in our warrior two, we're going to bring a little movement in with the arms. So we're taking 5 breaths. You can keep the heel grounded, or as you inhale the arms up, you can lift the heel. And exhale, releasing back down. Final breath. And then we're going to shift straight from here into a peaceful warrior. So dropping that backhand onto the thigh, reaching up and over with the front arm, keeping your bend in the front knee. And then spinning the hands back to the top of the mat. Stepping back, finding your plank. And releasing the knees, the toes, drawing the hips back. As we roll back forwards, inhaling, tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this time we're stepping our right foot forwards, dropping the left foot down as we bring ourselves into warrior two on the opposite side. So again, 5 breaths. We're going to breathe the arms up. Maybe we lift the heel and exhale, releasing down. One more breath. And then shifting into peaceful warrior. And laying the hands back down, pivoting on the back foot, stepping back to plank. And releasing back to child's pose. We begin again, rolling forwards. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot forwards. We're going to step our right foot in a little bit closer so that we can take that pyramid stretch, folding over the front leg. And from here, taking the arms out wide, bringing a little bit of a bend into the front knee as you rise up. And then we're going to draw the weight forwards, bringing our right leg up in front. If we need to keep the toes down, we can. If we need to find a harder surface, we can. And then moving into tree pose. Arms extending above the head. beginning to release the arms down and back. Stepping the right foot back and then folding back down, finding your pyramid stretch. Then beginning to step or slide that right foot back so that you can place the hands all the way down and step back to plank. And releasing to child's pose. And then for the final time, rolling forwards, tucking the toes, lifting to downward facing dog. And then stepping the right foot forwards, or whichever foot you didn't do last time. Bringing that back foot in a little bit closer so that you can drop the heel and then fold down over the leg, taking your pyramid. Beginning to open the arms out wide, bending softly into the front knee, and then sliding the left leg forwards and up. Bringing the foot to the inside of the leg. And reaching the hands up. As we begin to draw the arms down and back, stepping back, returning to pyramid. And just taking that back foot further back, stepping back to plank. The very last one of this practice, you'll be pleased to know. And releasing. This time we'll take a wide child's pose. So really giving the upper body opportunity to fully surrender. Perhaps rolling the forehead from side to side, massaging third eye chakra. Beginning to slide the hands in, rolling up. And then releasing the legs out in front. Shifting to the center of your mat. So last little bit of core work in today's practice is going to be a boat pose. How you take your boat pose is entirely up to you. You can keep it high, you can hold on to the legs, you can let go, you can come into a low boat pose and hold it here. While we're in our boat pose, there is the option to bring in your Kapalabhati breathing, breath of fire. So that is going to really fire up those core muscles. If it's your moon time, we don't do breath of fire. You can just do nice, slow, deep breaths. So pick your spice level. And then we're just going to move into position. And then gently releasing, drawing the feet in, hugging the knees, stretching out the spine. And then from here, we're going to extend the legs forwards, take them wide. All of the hard work is done. It's time for a little bit of integration. So we're going to hold a few positions for a few minutes each. We're going to grab our blocks so that we've got something to lean into. So coming into this straddle position, legs nice and wide, not at their maximum width, but somewhere that gives you a good stretch. And then we're just going to soften forwards from the hips. Let the hands rest on the block. Maybe the head rests on the block. Forearms or palms resting on the mat. Feels too tight with the legs wide, you can bring them a little bit closer, or you could come into regular forward fold with the feet hip width apart. Holding here for 1 more minute. Beginning to bring the hands back in, lift the body back up. And then coming to lie down on the back, taking a little pause. Shavasana or constructive rest. And then from here, we're simply going to bend the knees out to the sides, bring the soles of the feet together and come into reclined butterfly. So for a softer stretch, you can take the feet further forwards. If you do want more, you can have them closer towards you. And maybe the hands rest over the belly, perhaps they rest by your sides. Taking a few more breaths here. And then maybe using the hands to assist, drawing the legs back together. We're going to take the feet out to the edges and just let the knees rest into one another, just to settle the lower back. And pause here in constructive rest pose. And then from here, we're going to lift our left foot away from the mat, taking a hold of the left knee with the right hand. We're going to extend the right leg away, and then using that right hand, we're gently going to send the knee over to the right. So the left arm might stay down by the side, it might extend out in line with the shoulder. Hold here for roughly 10 breaths. Gently unraveling back to the center as the left foot lands, drawing the right leg in, extending the left away. And then beginning to draw the knee towards the left. Maybe extending the arm, maybe keeping it down by your side. Bringing everything back. to the center. Dropping the foot down, and we'll just take the arms out wide, take the feet wide on the mat, knees still bent. And then we'll gently sway the knees from side to side. And then rolling on to one side. Bringing yourself up to seated just so that you can find whatever you need to be comfortable or relaxation. Take time to make sure that you have all that you need. And then taking even more time to ensure that you are the most comfortable you can be, whether you've chosen to lie on your back or your side. Give yourself time to settle. Let your body be held. Feel the ground beneath you. The steadiness of it. The quiet support that asks nothing in return. And your awareness down to your feet. Notice their weight, their temperature. Subtle pulse within them. Feel into the fact that just beneath you the earth is alive, not moving, not shifting, but steady and ancient. Feel the soles of your feet. Sense roots growing downward, not forcing, just reaching, exploring, finding nourishment. Now bring awareness to your spine, your central stem. From the base to the crown, notice its length, its natural curve. With your next breath, imagine a gentle upward current rising through that stem. Not sharp, not urgent, just steady. The kind of growth that happens quietly overnight. And as you breathe in, feel length. As you breathe out, feel grounding, length and grounding. Rise and root. Notice your belly now, the place of creation, the place where ideas begin before they are spoken. What is growing there right now? You don't need to name it clearly, just feel its presence. Perhaps it feels like warmth, perhaps like a soft pressure, perhaps like possibility. Now become aware of your tender heart. Growth sometimes meets resistance here from old stories, all hesitation. Let your breath move through the heart space. Slow, patient, kind. You do not need to rush what is next. The moon at this point is half illuminated, half shadowed. You too are allowed to grow without having everything figured out. Rest in that permission. Feel the body breathing itself. Feel the subtle strength in your muscles after movements. Feel softness that follows effort. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a field at dusk. Behind you, the soil you have already tended. Before you, open land. You take one step forward, not a leap or a sprint, nor a jump. And that one step is enough. Let your body rest in this knowing. Steady growth is powerful. Gentle strength is powerful. You are allowed to rise in your own rhythm. And in that knowing, begin to deepen your breath. Feel your fingers begin to move. Feel your toes. Maybe you take a moment to roll your head from side to side. And then take whatever stretches you need to take to bring yourself fully back. Taking a moment to hug the knees in towards the chest. Rocking gently from side to side. And then in your own time, rolling to one side. Finding your way back to a comfortable seat. Take a breath. Sending peace to all, light to all, love to all. Going to the earth, to yourself, and to each other. Om Shanti. Namaste.